Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Empire War Forces of Corruption, the remake mod. If you've never played this, highly recommended over on the workshop. It's a mod fairly early in development, but it is out and playable. It is focused on space battles. This is going to be, I think that we're on like the 5th episode. So as we're playing the Empire, we are bringing peace, I guess, to the galaxy through an iron fist. And we're also building the Executor. That's the name of the game today. Finally, hopefully, putting every resource we've got in the Empire to building this. It's been a couple of episodes, but our Superstar Destroyer is almost ready. Let's turn on all of the things so we can get the details on each planet and unpause. Now, the main fleet has gotten a lot of work done in the north over at Ringo Vinda. I'm actually going to, oh man, I don't want to spend anything. But Ringo Vinda was one of those, no, we need to, because this was one of those worlds. Oh man, stream, you guys are awesome today. I am streaming this over on Twitch, by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube. So if you see pop-ups, that's what's going on. But Ringo Vinda is one of the Clone Wars era shipyards. So in this mod, unlike a lot of others, in this one, you can actually build ships from all kinds of different eras, but you have to take over places like Malachor. And we haven't built anything yet, but we're gonna check it out. That's where you can build ancient warships. There is a rebel fleet. For whatever reason, the rebels in the last episode and in this one, where's Taurus? Taurus is right here. Is building secutors like crazy. The Fortressa and, oh, that's right, they were making their way through our territory. They took Makir. All right, we're gonna have to deal with that. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. We're gonna have to backtrack. We're gonna have to bring Vader back. The only other option that I can think of would be bring over Thrawn. I haven't had a chance to upgrade him yet to his newest vessel because we're focusing on that. But Thrawn does have a small support fleet, and he's got the Arc Hammer with him. We're gonna auto-resolve that battle, by the way. There's no way we can stop a freaking large capital ship like that. That carrier, Secutor is a massive carrier dating back to the Clone Wars. Thrawn, go ahead and take fleet lead, and I'm gonna have you handle my light work. See if you can deal with that. I don't want to move the main fleet under Vader and Tarkin. I guess it would be under the command of Tarkin. He would outrank Vader at this point. In matters of fleet logistics, at least. I think we should hit Moncala. Let's go for the Roast Asteroid Belt first, and then Raxus. Let's cause a little trouble. Who's in fleet lead over here? We could put Mara Jade in fleet lead. Why not? And right go. Away. Mythos TD, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate your support, man. And Red Radish Radiator, thank you for the 500 bits. Also, going back to Fall of the Republic, there are some balance issues in space battles. TSS being extremely weak in space. Pretty powerful on the ground. Now we were talking about Fall of the Republic. It's a Clone Wars mod before the stream started. There's a Secutor here too? With 2 Fortresses. What? Isn't that supposed to be a hero ship? How do you have... I have questions. Like I said, this one's fairly early in development compared to some of the other mods that are out there, so their balance isn't quite there yet. Obviously, there's some weird issues with ships that the rebels have been building. Guess we're gonna go after a Secutor and 2 of those. That's gonna be a lot of fighters. Oh, I remember this map now. Yes, I've played this before. So this map is weird in that the defenders are between 2 massive asteroids. It's super dark. I might have to. Somebody said I could turn off shadows if it became a problem. Maybe not. See if that makes it any better. Now, it's very dark, and I apologize for that. There doesn't seem to be anything I can do about it just now. But, what was that under? That was under video, and then advanced, and then turn shadows back on. Let's do this. We're gonna experiment for science. Maybe not.
I am waiting.
Yeah, like it's super dark on this planet. But this map is cool because it has 2 large asteroids, and there's actually only a couple of paths. There's a main path in the middle, as I understand it, that larger ships can make it through. But the other paths are through the asteroids themselves. They've actually got tunnels that smaller vessels can get through. Which is kind of gonna suck. Now there is something. I'm picking up something right here. And I'm not quite sure what it is. Mary Jade, though, you've already opened up our pathway. Let's bring Vader. Yeah, there's a Secular right there in front of him. Oh, God. Why? Okay. All right. No, we're going in. We're not waiting.
Understood.
You know what? Secular versus Secular. Let's go.
Moving out.
And then we'll bring in our acclimators. And I only have one acclimator. Oh, man. Where is your fighter coverage? You should be surrounded by fighters, escorting you. You're not going to win a fight against multiple Star Destroyers with all of their cannons aiming at you. The Secular is good. It is not that good. It has to use its fighters to its advantage. I'm pretty sure even Vader and Tarkin will be able to do this on their own.
Ready for your orders.
Holding for maximum fire.
Open fire with all batteries. Let's finish this ship.
Our shields are down. Evasive maneuvers.
All right, this might be easier than I thought. There's also another indicator right here. This is probably one of the donuts, one of the looser hulks. We will see. Let's get the rest of the... Ooh, Vader. Oh, Tarkin.
What is your order?
You're looking good. This is the accuser. I need you to... This isn't Tarkin. Hang out a little bit longer. I'm not going to have you move in. I'll have Vader move forward. I'll have the fighters move up as well.
I'm here.
And then let you, if you have your shield generators still. No, he lost his shield generator. Because the shield generator is near where the bridge is. And it's on fire. It's down. All right, so you're not going to get your shields back. So you sit in the back. Now, this is Empire War, so... I want them destroyed. I need you dead. I feel confident that we can bring in 2 Liberators right about here and get some firing. Oh, there's that. Okay. Yep, and there's all the fighters that were escorting it. And the Gladiators came out over here for some reason. Oh, you are so dead. I'm so sorry, Gladiators. That was a mistake. All right. You, hold your position.
We've spotted the enemy fleet, my
Did you get this? Oh, we're gonna have to leave. We're gonna have to run. We have to run.
Calculating jump to light speed.
I mean, those Gladiators are absolutely screwed. I brought them over here thinking that we could double down against the Secular, who is now running into a rock face. Yeah, okay.
Watch the crossfire.
It's the... Oh, come on. Vader needs to go, and he needs to go now.
Vader, I'm afraid our systems have been damaged due to...
Oh, I wanted to hear the rest of that. Vader's killing somebody. Oh, man. In the last episode, we realized there was a bug with the YTs, too. I don't actually bring YTs in every battle. They just show up on every one of the things. So, keep that in mind. Sonic, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. And... No, there was no message there. Also, Evolving Dev, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, we've got some weirdness with this world. Last time I fought here, Thrawn got stuck in one of those asteroids.
Tactical battle imminent.
Speaking of Thrawn, he's just arrived at Makir, and looks like there's a Dauntless currently patrolling the area. Let's annihilate it. So it might be one of those worlds where we kind of build up a fleet and we auto-resolve it. Hate to do it, but I don't want people getting stuck in rocks. And the pathfinding, like, I like that map, I like the concept, but pathfinding in Empire War doesn't seem to play well with it.
Thrawn reporting.
Thrawn reporting. All right, Thrawn. Oh, man, we got to get you your Star Destroyer upgrade. I forgot you were in a victory. Ouch. Needs the Chimera. But that's not how he rolls. Because he has, in his fleet, a massive capital ship.
I see.
The Arc Station. Hammer. Excuse me. Arc Station is something from my tabletop campaign. The Arc Hammer is a mobile factory that will start producing, literally building TIE fighters for us. Here they come.
TIE squadron here.
Arc Hammer.
Admiral Thrawn reporting.
I'm just gonna keep saying it wrong because I've said Arc Station so many times in our tabletop campaign, our private one. Arc Station is a
Do you have something
basically
to
a smuggling den for drug dealers, for spice runners. Oh man! All right, it's gonna take it a minute to actually pump out all of the fighters. So we'll just let that do its thing. Hey, Red Radish, thank you for the tier 3 sub, man. I really do appreciate all the support you've been dropping on the Twitch side. I saw a bird.
TIE squadron
It's
standing
ass. Oh god.
Bomber squadron.
Don't get me
reporting.
started on
Ready for
quotes for that.
battle.
Okay, stream.
Transmit orders. At once, sir.
Wait, are the
I'm
YTs
ready.
actually here? Lies! There's no YTs here. There is something here. Oh, it must be the Tabana gas platform. Economy in this mod is fairly simplistic at the moment. There isn't a whole lot to it. It's
Dolphin
basically
cruiser
build lots and
reporting.
lots of
Location confirmed.
Tabana gas mines everywhere
TIE
because
interceptor here.
they work as space mines since there are no ground mines.
Ready for orders.
And I think what he's,
Engines
if I
activated.
understand what he's doing, what I've read his posts and the few conversations we've had, is that he's gonna work on ground combat first and kind of get that balance down, kind of like how he's been doing with space. And I bet after that point, he goes and he starts building out how the battle maps, how the overall like 4X strategy map works. How do you get resources? You know, how do these factions fight and function
Bombers at
differently?
the ready.
You get the bombers up here. Takes the arc
Ready
hammer a
to
while to
receive
produce all of its
orders.
fires, all of its vitals.
Awaiting command.
God, you get a
Advancing.
lot of Tartan patrol cruisers. And now my chat is nothing but Team 4-star quotes.
Confirmed.
All is right with the world. Hey, the YTs. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, they're actually in the
We've located the enemy.
weird. We got multiple squadrons of rebel starfighters approaching fast. And Thrawn's just like, and missiles. All right, fighters.
Navigating to
You want a
coordinate.
piece? I got concussion missiles for everybody. Thrawn's had a few upgrades to the fleet recently.
Awaiting your command.
Patrol cruisers, let's go.
Comlink
Ready for
active.
orders, sir.
If there was ever a fleet that could wreck the crap out of enemy starfighters, it is this one. Between the
Cruiser
fighter
reporting.
support and
Gunship reporting.
the victory classes, who all get a bonus because Thrawn's in the fleet. A big one, it's like 20%.
Excellent shot.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everything froze. Normally I worry when everything freezes, because it means that something big is dropped in.
Batteries online.
At least that's what Awaken of the Rebellion has trained me. Yeah, let's start focusing our fire and let's bring the bomber squadrons in
Ready for the kill.
and
Holding
overload
fire
everything.
for
We need to kill him.
maximum effect.
Oh, we don't care about your shields. Concussion missiles don't care about shields. And that's why they're good. Reddish! Arc door wedge? Oh god, no. They're all just renaming the arc station now.
Warm up.
The nail, the
Course
hammer,
set.
the door wedge.
Interceptor squad
We're
reporting.
giving you orders to get
Ready
out
to
here.
commence.
So many
You
different
have
types
need
of
of my
ties.
skills?
You have ion cannons?
Standing by.
Any of you over here?
Have a plan.
Ion this thing. Ion it quick. Ion it quick and drop its damage. Thrawn's
Weapons
taking a bit
ready.
too many hits.
I have calculated the possibilities.
Let's nuke them.
Activating energy flux.
Activating energy flux. Freaking concussion missiles, man. They're so cool. You get a decent amount of armor piercing. They're small enough to actually track fighters fast enough. And if you're playing tabletop, they've got the guided quality, meaning if you miss, you can just have them re-roll the attack at the end of the round.
Cannons armed.
I think we have cleared out the entire enemy defense force. All they've got is fighters now. I'm just gonna order all of these TIE bombers. Hell, we'll even bring in
Underway.
another carrier because raisins. Oh, you know what? I haven't seen these bombers in action yet. Let's bring them in. We built
Reinforcements
them out of
en route.
I am
curiosity.
available.
All TIE bombers
What is
engaged.
your analysis?
Interceptors, clear the path. I'm just gonna give you attack move orders.
I'm waiting.
TIE fighters. Weirdly, and I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I would rather have the Arc station build one type of TIE and it just be mass numbers of normal TIE fighters. Just fields of them. Like that's all it
For
does.
the
Not fancy
Empire.
ones, not defenders, or what are these, hunters?
Comlink
I think these
active.
are hunters. Ah, yeah, these are the cloaking ones, the phantoms.
Targeting.
And maybe the patrol cruisers. I'm down with patrol cruisers. The Gonk Hammer has engaged. All right, all TIE should be just ignoring
Awaiting
me.
instructions.
Get in there.
Weapons armed.
One job. Because look at the hammer. It doesn't have much in the way of weaponry. Like, sure, this seems like a lot of guns for one ship, but look how spread out they are. While these are firing, these are gonna be out of range.
Sir,
Meh. Meh.
Intercepting.
All right, we're going after the station now.
Closing on target.
Safety hazard, dodge.
How much longer?
Chubby bunny, thank you for the 100 bits. So many bits, gotta join in. Oh, thanks guys. Safety, hashtag break the shack. Oh, god damn it, Nappa. God damn it, Nappa. Jida. Jida. This would be such a cluster.
Roger that.
They're ripping this small station apart.
Setting up my run,
Yeah, all of you
sir.
focus fire. I don't really care about the single group of Y-Wings.
squadron
I'll send some
reporting.
phantoms out there. Do
Engines
you have
activated.
concussions? Overcharged ion cannon. What does that do? Switch the vessel to overcharge. Its ion cannon to deal improved ion damage and more severe stun on the target than normal ion cannons at the cost of all other energy weapons.
Ready for orders.
It's cool. It's
Setting up my
unnecessary.
run.
This is the Defender. Damn. All of his squadrons do that. They've got one non... There's the Defender. That's Thrawn's baby right there. The Defender. What is it? Tanky TIE for the hyperdrive. The grand strategy of the TIE Defender program. What is it?
Enemy forces.
Tanky.
For Mom.
Tanky TIE fighter. Somebody realized it helps to survive a battle.
We are victorious.
Who knew? Hashtag break the shack. Make it unwatchable for people on YouTube. The pop-ups. Nah, it's not that bad.
System control achieved.
And honestly, I mean, I think people on YouTube, and if you guys on YouTube can tell me, I don't hope the pop-ups aren't too annoying for you, but they do definitely help support the channel, particularly in January. January for YouTubers is always a terrible, terrible time. Not to mention I got my last video claimed by UMG because who knew there was Star Wars music in a Star Wars game? I'm not bitter. I'm not mad. This has got a station. I want to get this to the point where it can build cool stuff. Where are we at? Where are we at on the... Now, the more we build, the longer this will take.
Tactical battle imminent.
What? Sullust is under attack. Sullust is under attack. Tier 1 station? Yeah, it's just a tier 1. Because I haven't wanted to spend any money. We can kick this. We can kick the crap out of this now if it's over Sullust. Oh no! Our retreating force is already on their way there. Auto resolve. We missed it by
lost.
literally
System
days.
conquered.
Where did they go? What direction did they go? We didn't make it. Damn. Let's go kick the crap out of the Hapes. You're gonna head for Taurus, Thrawn.
System
No,
lost.
no, we're not. We're gonna wait. Thrawn is gonna sit there and defend and keep them away.
Construction complete.
Mimban's got some ships defending it. We are going to let some time go by. Today is Super Star Destroyer Day. This is happening. We're gonna make this happen. Missiles. We need more missiles. Doesn't anybody have any missiles left? Thrawn does. He's got, what, 4 victory classes? Oh, man. Ooh. Oh, when my players run into their first victory class on the tabletop, I've got a great, basically a system that I use to run through like how strong a capital ship is to keep it consistent, right? So the bigger the ship, the stronger it will be, but it won't be broken. So if I had to like find a way to do that. But a victory, particularly because it's so armed with concussion missile launchers, it can shoot them in batteries. We're just waiting for this 95% to hit 100 right now, if you're wondering what we're doing. They can shoot them in batteries, so you're talking like fields of missiles they can chase after. And if they miss, based on the rules of the tabletop game, if the missiles miss, they get to try to re-roll the attack, the missile itself, against the target at the end of the round in combat. That's called the guidance quality, the guiding quality. No, guidance, onboard guidance for the missiles, which is gnarly. And players have responses. They can like jam the missiles they want. They can pop flares kind of thing. There's some cool stuff in there they can
Construction
do.
complete.
But oh, it's just so gnarly. It's such a gnarly weapon system. And with the armor piercing, they can really do nasty damage to subsystems and actually get in there. But I missed another thing. Oh, it's done. It's done. Aha. Red Radiator, thank you for the 100 bits. January has been hard on all of us. January sucks, man. Just business in general. For YouTube, a little behind the scenes inside baseball. Oh, we can build stuff now. We're finally free to build things. Waited so long. Just to be a jerk, I should attach this to Thrawn. Torture him with this idea of super caps. Nah, we won't do that. I think I'm gonna give... There's a fleet over Ord Mantell that's kind of been a holdout fleet for us. We've got a single Lucer Hulk, and we've got a one of our battle cruisers sitting there. So it's got the bigger cannons. If I remember right, that's the one with the bigger cannons for capital ship combat. But it sucks, really sucks for anti-fighter. I'm gonna attach him to that, I think, or maybe to the Minban fleet. Minban's got a much more balanced fleet, I say, looking at it, and it's all Star Destroyers. It's got victories. It's got the Vigil, which is a fan design. The Vigil is a sexy ship. I should probably give it a couple of gladiators.
Vehicle in production.
I know, it's not like, wow, Shaq, you're really building some cool ships, but...
Constructing unit. Unit
I guess
cancelled.
I could go Quasar.
Vehicle in production.
Build a couple Quasars for the fleet, and then send... I want him to have his own fleet.
Acknowledged.
All right, Piet, move out. Join the fleet over Minban. You're going to begin the invasion of the Outer Rim. I wish you to be in orbit of Hyporia, Ryloth, Geonosis by the end of the month.
At your command.
So he has his orders. Oh, let's invest. Let's invest into, what do we want? Do we want Clone Wars era starships, or do we want to go something weird like Sullust Searsub? Clone Wars.
Heading out.
Let's go defend it. I'm going to send Tarkin over there to defend this, and we're going to start upgrading
Building
this space
started.
station. Well, you need more Venators in your life. Upgrade Thrawn. We could pull Thrawn back from the front. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to pull Thrawn back from the front
I
line
see.
and get him his upgrade. Let's send
Moving
the
into
Quasars
position.
out. What do you have? You're also CIS Air Clone Wars vessels. This is super late game. You say that, but we're only on like episode 4, and it's because the battles are really fast. The battles are really fast. There isn't a lot to do on the Galactic map. We're kind of kicking the crap out of them. We do have a Super Star Destroyer. I think we rushed it a bit. Let's get some more money coming in. Korriban. Is it that same fleet? No, Dauntless and a Secular. I'm not gonna leave this world. We can build acclimators. Because this is the Clone Wars build spot. Auto-resolve it.
System lost.
Thrawn's about to arrive at Quat, and we're gonna give him his Chimera.
Requesting assistance.
Damn, that's a fast upgrade.
Choose your position wisely.
Wait, you can get another upgrade? What else do you get? What do you get? This time of the Imperial Navy has affected him. Admiral Thrawn has graduated from conventional capital ships, no longer debuffing them, but not buffing them either. He remains pragmatic and cunning, and knows how to achieve victory without resorting to oversized and overly expensive units. Under the command, that's what I'm talking about. That's the way you roll. Victory through skill and not through silly fear doctrine. Thrawn does not see the point of using battle cruisers and star dreadnoughts. To him, they are a waste of resources, and he prefers to not use them. Oh, he debuffs battle cruisers. I kind of want to see what this upgrade looks like if it's changed his ships. I am going to attach him to that same fleet there, and I'm going to send him back over to Taurus
If you insist.
to invade that world. Let's go ahead and bring in the big guns. No. Let's start it with like a patrol cruiser and then have it hyperspace in. Othua,
Right away.
sick of you spies. Your Bothan spy network. At the same time, any world that we can, we need to continue to upgrade our income. Infamous Flav, though. We got the Thrawn upgrade. I salute you. We're waiting for him to arrive. Man, that's a long route. We do have ISD-1s and
Construction
2.
complete.
We've actually got them in the fleet floating around. What do we got? Oh, we can build our Quintons here. Republic versions and ARC 170s. How many ships per squadron? Aggressive reconnaissance. Dual heavy lasers, proton torpedoes, tail gunner, shield generator,
Tactical
astromech.
battle imminent.
Oh. Mon Mothma. What have you got? You've got Rogue Squadron, Luke with you, and of course the second unit Fortressa. I think by the next episode we play, that we do this, I'm gonna check and make sure that we've got the latest version installed, the mod. They're attacking us, so our fleet just came out of hyperspace all on its own. Because they may have fixed this construction bug. I assume it's a bug. Why would they build so many seculars? They should have a limit, you would think. But who knows? Who knows? Ooh, that's an upgraded starbase too, and it's got defense lasers. I'm not feeling great about this, Thrawn. I think we may have to leave.
Yes, sir.
You are in need of
Oh,
my
he's in his Star
expertise?
Destroyer. Does he? He's in a Star Destroyer. Doesn't have the painting on the bottom. He gets a debuff and he gets the overcharged primary batteries.
Reporting.
All right.
I assume you need my help. Of course.
They have the fighter fight. Yeah, they've got the win on this. Unless I want to really hit him. Nah, we're gonna run. This is not the time. We got to see what Thrawn gets. He gets a Star Destroyer.
Thrawn reporting.
ISD-1, I think.
Preparing for jump to light speed.
There's a remake add-on that fixes most of the bugs. Is it developed by somebody else? I love it when we start getting mods for mods. Would you like a little mod with your mod? Jumping to hyperspace. We're gonna send Thrawn some reinforcements. And I'm gonna move those YTs out of that fleet. Oh, how far are you out? I really want to use this Super Star Destroyer. Bothawell will be ours shortly. Oh, and look at all the money we've got. We can start building some silly stuff. Let's build some Venators. Let's see, cap ships. I gotta unpause it to use this, don't I? Ho, 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 ho. The derpy torpedo sphere. Lore-wise, not mechanically. I have no idea how it works in this new version.
Battle imminent.
I just think it's this most ridiculous, one of the most ridiculous super weapons the Empire came up with. I think this was from one of the games, right? No, it was one of the comics. Anyways, here we go. The battle for Bothawell. The first time we see the Executor.
Frequency open. Forward.
Get me sensors. We're gonna be stupid aggressive and just pop right in. Hyperspace within firing range. Build the old Sith ships. We need to start upgrading that port, don't we? Yeah. You know, I
Choose your
say
reinforcements.
seriously. I
Roger
can't.
that.
I can't bring him in. He is literally the fleet cap. Oh, that's funny. He's 200. He is the fleet. Okay. I can't even kill this ship to bring him in because I'll lose the fight. I will lose the battle.
Full speed. Moving.
So we're gonna do this the old-fashioned
Right away.
way and bring in the support ships. We got enough Imperial 2s, Imperial 1s, and the Prosecutor. The more you know.
Form up. Moving out.
They've got new ISD models coming. I know he dropped a bunch of pictures of it in the Empire
The enemy is
War
approaching.
community Discord. All right, we have arrived with our first Star Destroyer. We haven't used the Imperial 2 yet. Bring you in a little bit of backup.
Reinforcements en route.
Bring in a couple of Quasars in to bring us a few more TIE
my
Fighter
way.
squadrons. Bring in another Star Destroyer.
Order confirmed.
ISD-1, ISD-2. Good freaking gorgeous, man. Look at that. Oh, the models are
Taking him out.
actually different.
Engaging
And there's
the
new ones
enemy.
coming in because it needed an upgrade, apparently.
At your command.
Oh, these are fleet
On
tenders.
this one.
Are they only fighter fleet tenders, though? Yeah, repair fighters in there. Let's bring in a little
Coming
bit of
about.
missile support.
Destination
Bring in those
confirmed.
heavy guns. And bring in... I'll put you off to the side.
Heading out.
Defending the lightly armored freighters. Oh, it's the Republic version, too.
Go after them.
Another attack.
How many people are excited for the new Clone Wars series? Season, I mean. Bring in the heavy guns. Safety, thank you for the 100 bits. If your leader can claim that he is the Senate, then you, as high-ranking officer, have to at least be able to claim that you are the fleet. For the executor? Yeah. He totally can claim. He literally is the fleet. He's 200 points. I can't bring him in unless he is the only ship in the fleet.
Stay in formation.
That's redonkulous. I am the fleet. Oh, let's bring in this sexiness.
Location confirmed.
So check this thing out. There aren't enough small-ish ships, right? Corvette class, even, I would say even frigate class. And definitely when you get into freighter, like light freighter, the Rebel Alliance has tons of them. And it makes sense from the type of stories that they play. But this is a fan design, the Vigil, and it's just so perfect. Like, you got some fun ships. You get the Decimator. That's a, if you've never seen that, I recommend you look it up. Think of it as like it's the evil Millennium Falcon, right? It's that class of ship. It's that kind of like gunship light freighter mix. The Decimator. And it's got the TIE Fighter-like window in the front of it. It was in Star Wars Galaxies as the multiplayer capital ship. The multi-person ship. Freaking gorgeous. All right, we need to destroy this space station, or this battle may continue on forever. Oh, but no, we need to kill these space stations first. All right, bring in the other carrier. Let's move you up a little bit. Let's move the Star Destroyer forward. No. Oh, damn it. Stop moving. I need you to take out... Use those heavy guns. You have one job in life. Turn those giant turbo laser cannons, and I want you to kill those defense platforms. There you go. He just deleted 1, 2. Delete that one. 3. Look at those cannons. Quad turbo laser batteries. Give no craps. Oh, hello, Moncal. I wonder what your range is. Are you within space station range? Holy shit, he is. Yeah, he is. He's in range. He doesn't have to move any closer than that. All right, Star Destroyer. No, damn it. What if I do the whole fleet movement? There we go. Good. Yeah, get around our artillery platform here. Exactly what it is. Now, if you're new to the Star Wars lore, or if you've never known the difference, turbo lasers are your anti-capital ship weapon, right? These are your armor-piercing giant. Those are the really bright green shots that are coming out the top. This thing has the most prevalent versions of them. That's why I'm using it as an example. There, you can see them right there. The laser cannons are going to be your anti-fighter light ship. They're smaller, they move faster, they can track targets quicker. Wow, we really need to stop you from moving forward, or you are going to die. All right, swing around. Swing around so we can get all the cannons firing in the right direction. You have an ion cannon on you, don't you? And then ion, I mean, I think most people know. If they've played any Star Wars games ever, ion's going to be your anti-shield and anti-subsystem. Like EMP blast kind of deal. Let's get you going. Up, up. It's actually pretty simple. You get concussion missiles, which are going to be your like anti-fighter missile. Mostly, I'll say. In this mod, they actually come in a variety of sizes. Let me see if I can find somebody who's got one. I think the Venator has concussions in the front, but a certain... Yeah, it's got heavy proton torpedoes. These are your torpedoes. These are your anti-capital ship monstrosities. Too slow to hit a fighter, but man, you can do some serious damage. You can see them in the front there. Serious damage to another capital ship. Just ripping subsystems right out of it. Truly like that mechanic in this. Like that's represented in this. Yeah, if you play Thrawn's Revenge, you're gonna notice you can't do subsystem damage while the shields are up. I don't particularly like that. I think it takes away player tactical options. Go ahead and overload you. But, you know, it's a choice. Every mod's a little different in some way.
Copy that.
So you get like heavy concussions and light concussions. Moving closer. Also, oh, yeah. Red Radiator. Still waiting for The Mandalorian to be released in Sweden. Oh, man. No spoilers in chat for
Destroy it,
Mandalorian. Unless you just want to be
Copy.
like, oh, it's
We're moving
amazing.
out.
Because it is.
Ready for
Oh,
action.
no.
Losing control.
Run away.
Where are the others?
You're a freighter. Get out of here. Turn carrier. You do not belong in the front line.
Standing by.
All
I
vessels.
copy.
Focus your fire on that Mon-Cal cruiser before it has a chance to get away. I can't target its engines. Look at the engine glow on that. How cool is that? He's still gonna get off. Should have switched targets before back when I had the chance. And there's the victory for us, the Battle of Bothor.
Conquered.
Now, let's do this properly. I said we were gonna use this freaking ship.
On my way.
Rishi. We're going to the Rishi moon. I want to use a Super Star Destroyer. What's the cheapest? The Annihilator Battle Cruiser and the Purifier. Let's build an Annihilator. How long will that
Constructing
take?
Unit.
How many zeros are we talking about here? 400,000 credits. We're at about 150 now. We're pulling in 50 per week.
Tactical
I
battle.
feel like we could
unit.
build that. Begin battle.
The enemy has been spotted.
Oh, good grief. You know, if I screw up and coming into a place that's full of asteroids. Oh no, it's this map. Oh no. Oh yeah, somebody coming firing range. All units
Standing
open
by.
fire.
Ready, sir.
Oh yeah, don't tell
Understood.
this to fire. Just tell it to move. It can handle everything else. You don't even see weapon systems on it. There's none to be told. I am the fleet. Oh man, the shield effect on the Mon-Cals. I'm of two minds when it comes to ships like this. One, I love seeing it. It's gorgeous. It's crazy to witness. It's amazing that he pulled it off in this mod. But it is not, like, after a couple of times of using it, right? Tactically, what do you do with this thing other than drop it in and send it toward the enemy? It is the fleet. There are no other fleet options.
Orders, sir.
I can't believe it does. It kind of fits. Let's get all of the
Copy.
bombers and just send them
Bombs
in.
away.
Like, look at the fire. The fields of fire. Nalhutta may have a massive fleet. You should go fight that. All right, I'm down. I want to send this against the largest whatever we can. Just look at it. Just blasts everywhere. I can't even get a frame with this thing in it. There. That's a Mon-Cal. That is an MC-80 on fire behind it. And it looks like a fighter. It looks like a spec. And we're also firing into the rocks. I'm not quite sure why. I'm still not sure why we haven't completely annihilated the starbase yet, but
Ready for orders.
I'm assuming it'll happen. Is that thing actually managing to do something to our shields?
Ready for command, sir.
Yeah, keep firing at that. I feel a little bit of an FPS drop. Not awful, but you can feel it. The only thing that you have to fear are A-wings. Also, don't crash into a Death Star. Indeed, safety. We put those placards all over
Bombs deployed.
our ship to
Reporting.
remind everyone not to get hit by an A-wing. Am I gonna have to
Yes,
tell you
sir.
to fire this? Because I'm not. I think you're firing at just
Confirmed.
fighters. Focus on forward firepower on the space station. Delete it. There it goes. Now we're doing damage. And then I don't even know what to say about this. This is disgusting. You can see the towers. Like, he's actually, even though you can't sub-target them, he's actually put them on the deck. because this is a thing that needed to happen. You get what I'm saying, though? Like, it's really cool, and I love that it exists. But man, there's not a whole lot for me to do here except for tell it to go and watch everything die. The super weapons in the movies break the scale of the universe. I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. It's why I don't care for them. It's why I'll never include them in any like any kind of tabletop unless it's just a background piece setting. It just breaks everything. Like, there's just nothing you can do about it unless you're like, all right, my entire rebel fleet, hence the movies, are gonna focus fire on this one thing. Yeah. It's that power creep throughout the movies. And it's continued. It's continued into the new Disney movies to an almost absurd point, which is, But freaking A, is it cool. Oh, look. Look, the oh shit, I can't get my camera to focus on it. I can't get this right here. I can just get a
Squadron standing by.
there. Look at that. It survived somehow, made it through the middle of that hollow asteroid, and is trying to run for like a hyperspace point or something. We break for nothing.
Defenders ready.
Indeed.
Shield's almost gone.
Come on, guys, you've got them.
Switch position.
Ready to receive orders.
Overcharge your ion
Empty
weapons.
ion cannon banks.
How are we doing on this? We've eaten every weapon system that they had on one side.
Ready for your orders.
Can I give
Acknowledge.
you orders to just move through here? Let me try. How y'all doing against that MC? Ioning the crap out of it. In the lore, weren't the SSCs designed to invade other galaxies? I have no idea. I mean, they were just big and scary. That was probably written into one of the books, maybe, but... Vader's flagship was its only real, like, purpose in being scary when they revealed Vader was in the fleet and that Luke may have given away their position in Return of the Jedi. That was its purpose. To be this overwhelming force that was above them when they were in the shuttlecraft. And they look up and they see this monstrosity multiple times bigger than a Star Destroyer. It was supposed to give that unwinnable feeling. Oh boy, okay, aggressive docking apparently has been a thing.
Right away.
Evasive maneuvers.
I'm taking hits.
And it does that role perfectly. In the movies. But if you try to use it in any like itty avenue in games or even stories for tabletop, it's like, ugh, how are you gonna do that, you know? How are you gonna use that other than to give the heroes something almost as equal? Or to focus entire fleets on it.
I've got him.
But for me, I like what we're doing with my campaign right now for the tabletop is that the small things are scary. They went up against a single gladiator, and it wasn't to destroy it. And you guys have seen gladiators if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's basically the small Star Destroyer that's a carrier. And they knew they couldn't even beat it. They couldn't destroy it, but they could distract it so they can complete their mission. That's exactly what they did. They came up with a really cool plan. But that stuff is scary, right? Especially to like a single rebel cell, or in their case, a single ground military unit with a few freighters and escort ships. And keeping those ships scary, not blowing it out of proportion, keeps the stories interesting. There she goes. Victory for us. Oh! That was heartbreaking. My favorite fighter just gets detonated by some random rounds from a Super Star Destroyer. Ouch. Alright. I want to get into a fight. Oh, Rothana, you've got a... Well, you got one acclimator. You're not that scary. Somebody said a big fleet might be hanging out at Nalha. I want to fight that. I want to fight that with a Super Star Destroyer. Piet, you ready? He's ready. Take your single ship fleet and go to Nalhutta now. That's a thing. We're doing this. I kind of wanted to get into a fight it can't win. I don't think they have a chance of winning against us, to be honest. Even on this difficulty. just because of the way the AI is
Ready for
functioning
battle.
currently. All right, Botha went to Nelhada. Let's do it. It's good coffee. Bum, 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 bum. So we were talking before the stream started of upcoming potential series. I want to do a Clone Wars series and Fall of the Republic. LitCube was mentioned. The LitCube Star Wars mod got a big update. And there's a new start for Rebel Alliance, and we're talking about doing maybe chapters in that and bring in Patreon members as naming like the fighters and the corvettes and the frigates and all that. So that could be really cool. They're bringing reinforcements as we're making our way there from Kessel. I wonder what that is. Oh, I wonder what that is.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Because I don't think their freighters auto move like they do in. Let's see, I have sensors there.
Tactical battle imminent.
No, they went through. Yeah, they're heading to Bothwa. They greatly outnumber us. I hope this is a well-lit map. And of course, we're continuing our Awakening of the Rebellion campaign on Fridays.
Enemy unit sighted.
Tempted to start doing that 2 times a week. I'm worried that there's gonna be another version out before we finish it. Oh, now we're talking proper Rebel fleet versus the fleet.
Yes, Commander.
All right, let me get an attack
Standing
move order.
by.
What are you guys shooting at? Oh, they're not. They're taking fire from the ISD already.
I will try.
The order has been given. I really just want you to turn the ship.
Ready, sir.
Look at the hangars underneath. This is disgusting. They might be able to win this. If they can, if the AI is smart enough, if they zoom past and get behind it, that could be amazing. Why name? Thank you for the tier 1 sub for 10 months. Appreciate it.
Roger that. For the Empire.
Oh, the Empire. Oh, it can't even, like, it zooms out so far just to see this ship. And that frame rate just doesn't even know what to do with its life right now. You don't really want to focus on fighter squadrons. I want to see this. You can see the impacts from the ion weapons from the fleet all over the ship's surface. See the little blue flashes? Those are the Rebel, I'm pretty sure those are Rebel impact ion weapons, so I bet his shields collapse almost right at the beginning of this battle. Whereas the damage that we are doing, isn't that...
Ready for orders.
Yeah. Isn't that impressive at the moment? Man, the frame rate's just died. Remember, we're playing on a 1080 Ti. You know, this is a pretty weighty rig. All right, let's see what happens if we tell it to attack. The Dauntless
Right.
class. Focus some of your fire. I say some, because, you know, this. Woo! I wonder what our frame rate is right now. I'm not sure if it's better or worse than this. Oh my god. That is the best perspective ever. When are we gonna get an X-Wing versus TIE Fighter remake or something where it lets us fly through the city that's on top of this? I don't ask for much. I want to run through that in an A-Wing. There you go, battle map right there. If only something like Space Engineers could handle it. It's crazy that a mod such an old game gives this game a new look and allows it to rival some newer sci-fi movies in the department. It's impressive, definitely. Like, Remake Mod, for what it's managed to pull out of this game, even with the limitations of, like, it's only using one of my processor cores, which is a bit sad. Yeah, I hate to say it, but this is pretty much unplayable. Luckily, this will be the last fight I think this ship is going to be in. For a few reasons. One, I'm not interested in using it in the campaign. I just really wanted to see it. People were like, you gotta build it. Well, here it is. There she is. Pushing this game to its absolute breaking point.
Cover me now.
It's a good defense ship, and that's about it. In all her laggy glory, yeah, no joke. No joke. It's not just this ship, it's also the fleet. You know, we've got a proper fleet here engaging. We should probably get these bombers doing something.
Sir.
Give them an order, go after the Dauntless.
Target the lasers.
You know, I was gonna say it's not doing that much damage, but if we remember
Watch
that we're
for
playing
enemy
at probably
ships.
1/4 at normal speed, and we've got like 2 Dauntlesses down to half shields.
Closing on target.
I don't know why the rest of the assault ships and the MC-80 wingless just moved away. That's weird. Ooh, look at all the Y-wings. We're gonna probably auto-resolve this, guys. I'm sorry to say. As cool as it is, it's not playable. This is... I want to at least take out this Dreadnought, so we'll throw it into cinematic mode. I almost feel like it runs better in cinematic mode. Get some sweet
Pursuing enemy
screenshots.
forces.
I want to be that A-wing pilot, flying down the length of
Headed
this
your
thing.
direction.
On the Starforge map, the frames move about the same rate as reading a book. Starforge map. I haven't seen that. That's scary. What's worse than this? And we're clipping through it. That's why I'm like, every mod has its pluses and minuses, right? So this is hands down the best looking mod that's out currently. But it doesn't have the depth of Awakening of the Rebellion at the moment in space battles. Or ground battles. It doesn't have any ground battles at all. And it definitely doesn't have the playability of Thrawn's Revenge, which doesn't have any, the lag issues are there in Fallen Order. I almost said Fallen Order. Fall of the Republic, but not really here. All right, we're gonna bail. We're gonna auto resolve. Let's see if we win it. Just because this will take hours. Hours of just, hey, we won. I'm actually surprised we won that. I wonder if we had knocked out enough capital ships to bring their fleet numbers low enough to win the resolve. Okay. Taking that out of the lead spot. Once it gets through that point. The engines on that thing. Remember the first new Disney movie came out, or when the trailer came out, and everybody was like freaking out about the Super Star Destroyer husk when they noticed the engines, and they were like, that's a Super Star Destroyer engine. Yeah. I remember that. People were super excited about that. That's what they're flying through. Oh, jeez! Oh, no! Why did you just kill the Super Star Destroyer? Why? Why did you do this to me? Are you kidding me? Oh, man. I should have just ran. Wow. I didn't even bring those in. It was like, oh, no, you get to see the Executor, the thing I wanted to explode, survives. Destroyed the entire fleet. I just assumed it would kill the Super Star Destroyer because it can't run, and it was in the battle. Wow. Well, shit. Celeste is under attack. Celeste is gonna die, because there's nothing here.
System lost.
All right, we've got plenty of money. Let's start ordering up. I'm just gonna... The Annihilator is a battle cruiser. We're gonna let the battle cruiser finish. I wanna see the Annihilator. But we are gonna build up another fleet. And we are going to build up a... You know, I kind of want more of the battle cruisers.
Vehicle in production.
Give me 2 of these
Constructing
with an interdictor.
unit.
Fondor. Let's get a frigate fleet going. Yes,
Constructing
yes.
unit. Vehicle in
I am
production.
definitely on Thrawn's side. I don't like Super Star Destroyers. I think the expensive single ships is silly.
Constructing unit.
Yeah, give me some Vindicators,
Vehicle
some
in
Gladiators.
production.
And let's go to the old Clone Wars. Dreadnoughts for days, please. Interesting that you have to take a Clone Wars area to get dreadnoughts.
Cruiser
Oh, can I
reporting.
not get another? What kind of capital ships do you have access to?
System lost.
And our Quintons. I like it.
Cruiser reporting.
What do you got, Tarkin? Oh man, you need more Star Destroyers. That's what you need in your life. Well, we're building you a fleet. We're building you a fleet. We're gonna go for Moncala. I think we're gonna break. We will break them.
Cruiser reporting.
Now that we've actually got money coming in and an economy, we can build this stuff. All right, you've got your first ship. I want to build a couple more of these. What do you got in the way of frigates?
Cruiser reporting.
Quintons.
Vehicle in production.
Yeah. We have to rebuild that fleet.
We're on our way.
Oh man, you're gonna be a defense ship now.
Gladiator ready for duty.
I'm gonna pull you back.
Coordinates received.
I'm gonna pull you back. I'm gonna have you auto-resolve the Bothwa fight, and if you survive, I'm just gonna have you sit there and watch this hyperspace land for me while we bring in the rest. I'll actually even move you one forward to Rishi since we've already taken it. Awaiting command as all these ships finish up. Yeah, we haven't used any dreadnoughts this entire campaign. It's just wrong.
Constructing.
Get a couple of acclimators, both variants. This seems to be more of a fleet for Thrawn at this point. Because these are considered frigates. They're considered frigate class.
System lost.
Tartan cruiser reporting.
Tactical battle
Chat,
imminent.
do you plan on doing a Stellaris series when the Federation DLC comes out? Maybe our last campaign. Auto resolve.
Planetary control achieved.
And then head to Rishi.
As you command.
I don't know, maybe. I just did a Federation one. So, even though that DLC wasn't out, that was kind of the focus of the last campaign, playing as a Republic.
Reporting.
So, it'd be interesting to see. Alright, let's combine you two.
New heading set.
New heading set.
Tactical battle
We
imminent.
need to bring Thrawn back and give him a new upgrade. He gets another upgrade. But he's all the way up at Yavin right now. I'm gonna send him some dreadnoughts, I think, from Ringo Vinda. But we are at an hour into the recording. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Too bad that our Superstar Destroyer had that horrific FPS drop. But it is what it is. If you guys enjoyed this video over on the YouTube side of things, please hit that thumbs up button for me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Look forward to reading the comments on this one. Later on.